can come and ride the wave, yeah. I'm just on a wave, I'm just on a different wavelength. I'm just on a wave, I'm just on a different wavelength. I'm just on a wave, call it safe, yeah. I'm just on a wave, call it safe, yeah.
Hey Princess Crew, Combat Princess here, back with an all new video. Welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. I'm happy to have you today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you end up liking the video, turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. So I was trying to figure out what video to bring to you guys after my 3-month hiatus, and you know, the last video I did performed so well and you guys loved it. So once again, thank you, and I'm happy to be back. You guys voted in the community tab that we were going to get into Mortal Kombat as of is right now. You know, the DLC, the new story, the leaks, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into this tea because it's enough to pass around to everybody. So let's start off with the Khaos Reigns expansion. You know, it was giving, but it kind of was not giving. And so let's go with the characters. Let's start with ketchup and mustard. I'm not really here for, you know, them switching the genders for them. You know, I'm here for female supremacy. Y'all know I go all the way in when it comes to these female characters. But, you know, switching the gender for both of them would be like making Scrubway, aka Sub-Zero, and Centipede, aka Scorpion, females. And it's just like, they've been males for so long. Why would you? That was just a lazy way of NRS giving us female supremacy, you know, so they can just add 2 male, because, you know, people were complaining. They were complaining that there were not enough, and I was one of them, that there were not enough female characters and how they were doing the female characters in the game, period. So that was just a lazy way of them, you know, just swiping and adding in like 2 female characters, in my opinion. And you know, I'm not here for that. But I love how Sector and Cyrax are gameplay wise, and you know their story and stuff like that. But I just was never here for the gender swap. I really thought that was just gonna be like a leak or a rumor, but it turned out to be true, and I was like, what the hell? It kind of frustrates me at the same time because it defeats the purpose of putting Cyrax and Sector as cameos in the first place. If you were going to originally have them come into the game, you know, as DLC, then they should have never been cameos, period. I feel like, still to this day, I've been saying from day one that cameos were supposed to be like placements for people who didn't make it. And you know, so when I see Kung Lao and, you know, Scorpion and Sub-Zero and, you know, all people that we have in the roster, it's like, no, you could have gave that to somebody else. No, it was just so lazy, in my opinion. And what the hell is this? Y'all got her in here looking like a bald head scallywag. You know, this is why y'all shouldn't be in charge of, you know, I don't know who was behind, you know, the creation of the female characters in this game, but this was really y'all really gave Cyrax no hair and had her up in there looking like that. That's unforgivable. Noob's return, here for that. Love what they did for him with his kit and, you know, his attire and how he looks. Everything was giving Noob. They, you know, they gave justice for him, and I have been vouched that he should be put in the game, period. And like I said, I'm always here for Ghostface too. I'm really excited to see how he turns out. Plus, you know, them adding, you know, a horror character, it just brings me like old MK vibes, you know, having that horror themed character, always a DLC. That's what it brings originality that I'm used to, and you know, the older franchises. But Silver Surfer aka Terminator. We're tired. I'm tired already. I'm tired. And along with Tarzan, aka Rambo 2.0, because why are you giving me knockoff DLC from MK11? Please stop. Like, no, I'm not supporting this. I'm not supporting it. I'm not supporting it on my channel. It's not gonna happen, because that they could have been replaced with someone way better than that. You literally just gave me knockoff versions of Rambo and, you know, Terminator from MK11. Stop. I don't care if they're gonna switch it up. I don't care if there's gonna be a whole new moveset. I don't care if there's gonna be differences. No, like, it's just, it wasn't giving what needed to be gave. So I'm gonna have to, you know, chop it on those two, because no, it was a waste of time. Another way of being lazy, in my opinion. Like, it's just, we couldn't have gotten another, you know, 2D character. A lot of fans are upset, you know, they're like, you know, $60 for this, you know. And, you know, a lot of people feel like the story was too short, which I kind of have to agree. But I feel like there was a lot of hate on the story. I kind of enjoyed it. Like, a lot of people told me that it was boring to them, but I really enjoyed myself. I feel like it could have, you know, been more involved in the story, but I really kind of enjoyed myself when I watched the story. It gave action, it gave, you know, emotion. A lot of people was like the dialogue was horrible, but, you know, I enjoyed myself, and that's just me. A lot of people said that, you know, the whole thing should have been just $40, you know, that they feel ripped off and stuff. But you guys kind of have to understand that you're getting these characters early, like early access, before you can, like, buy them individually. So that plays into a part of it. And then you have, I remember for the last combat pack, aka the Injustice DLC combat pack, aka the Garbage Pail pack, which was the last MK1 DLC, you know, with Supergirl and all that in there. You only had like one person to start off with, which was Omni-Man, wasn't it? So if you guys are going to complain, go ahead and complain about the two knockoffs that they added up in that pack, which I would feel like, you know, should, you know, deduct, you know, at least $20 from the pack, because no. Some fans feel like, well, is this it? You know, is there any, because there's speculation on whether or not we're going to get any more content or DLC after this, but, you know, allegedly there's been confirmations, you know, and then Ed Boon, you know, had his little say in, you know, the characters that they're bringing. Jade better be back in the game, period, because I'm telling you, I'm out of here if I don't see Jade's return, because no. Never. You know, no. Allegedly, you know, MK is kind of doing better after, you know, the Khaos Reigns drop, because, you know, they have increased in 4 million copies. So, you know, that's pretty good. Y'all got some people back that, you know, left the game due to lack of content. So, and really, I knew that was really because of the pack. You know, I already said in my older videos, like, Noob Saibot, bring him back. That's gonna do good. Justice, you know. So, congratulations, Mortal Cameo 1. An FGC member said, y'all say this every launch, when in reality, they said the same thing for MK11, just to dead end us. With talks of them selling, I won't get my hopes up for anything. And, you know, a lot of fans, you know, wanted to say, you know, that was around like the COVID time, and COVID. It wasn't about no damn COVID, because they knew what they were doing. They knew. They sat up there and waited for months, and didn't say anything, and just released that they were ending Mortal Kombat 11 out of nowhere. So, you know, I'm never gonna side with them on that. I finally watched, you know, the Combat Trash video, and, you know, if you're a Princess crew member, you know how I feel about Combat Trash. They only tell you stuff that you already know that's going to be coming out, and most of the stuff that they hype up is just downright boring, and it doesn't need to be hyped.
Where are the patch notes?
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 They will be coming.
We're first going to start out with
the new season skins are basic. Like, you know, who are behind these skins? Like, literally, the only skins that have kind of ate to me was the first season, the second season, you know, the third season. But ever since y'all tried to add Melina when it was supposed to be the Havoc season at the last minute and thought that nobody was gonna know, and, you know, gave us these basic teal green ugly skins, ever since then, in my opinion, these skins have been, you know, kind of basic and flopping. I mean, the reptile one, it was okay, but it was still kind of basic to me, and everything else was just kind of basic after that. So I don't know what's going on in the skin department, but people need to be fired. I thought we were done with the Revenant stuff. Like, no, like, leave it in MK11, please. I'm being honest, you guys. I'm really tired of the, like, Revenant, you know, dead, you know, skins and dead, you know, in NPCs. It's just, it's oversaturated, and I'm done. It's enough to irritate me. So if you haven't known already, the Havoc and Noob Saibot voice announcers are coming, which I'm kind of excited for the Noob Saibot one. No shade, Havoc, but I'm just a little excited for the Noob one. So I wanted to read this comment from an FGC member regarding the Combat Pack 3, allegedly, if we end up getting it. I honestly really hope Cassie and Kung Jin aren't added, but it seems like at least Kung Jin will be, since he has a brand new design at the pyramid. He could be good if done right, but I'd rather much have other characters. I also think Sonya should come before Cassie, and I don't want Sonya to be in Combat Pack 3 either. You know, I agree that, you know, we can take a break from cottage cheese, but they need to put Cassie in there. You know, if they're not going to give us Sonya, because, you know, y'all know I don't care too much for cottage cheese, but, you know, I do love her in aspects. So if y'all are going to not give them Sonya, you know, they need to put Cassie in the game, and that's just on period. And I really hope that leak is true. Jade needs to be there. I'm here for the Scarlet stuff. I'm here for Fujin and a Nightwolf, but I really doubt we'll see Nightwolf again, because, you know, he gets done dirty too in franchises. I'm not here for Kung Jin though. No, I'm not here for Green Arrow 2.0. It would be interesting if they rework him, but the way that he was introduced in X, it was no originality at all. Like, it was literally just Green Arrow from Injustice. So it's a chop. If they want to bring him in the game and do that, it's going to be chopped. Hopefully they realize with this player gang and with the increase in copies that, you know, adding characters and just doing fan service, like, you know, how they added Noob Saibot and Ketchup and Mustard, even though they wanted to play with them a little bit, it does, you know, show a big impact. And, you know, maybe they will continue this. So I really do hope that this is not the last that we see of content. But before I leave, I also wanted to add, what the hell is this? Stop with the Mohawk, emo, you know, theme skins. You know, they walking around looking like knockoff versions of MK11 Shiva, and it's not giving what it needs to give. You know, the emo stuff, Mohawk stuff, not everybody can rock a Mohawk, and it wasn't giving. Stop. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. If you guys love it, give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you next video.